If you don't speak Spanish, you are not Mexican enough. Actually, that is not right.
Lo consideran tal vez como una falta de respeto, que Manuel no sabe hablar español. Es el más mexicano de todos mis hijos, usa guarache.
I'm wearing Toms right now. These are my gringo huaraches.
Somos mucho corazón, mucha tradición, todas esas cosas. Nosotros tratamos de inculcárselas a nuestros hijos desde chiquitos. Y una de las cosas que siempre quisimos fue que ellos, aun cuando crecieran aquí en este país, no perdieran su idioma. Entonces, en la casa siempre se habla español.
Even growing up with my parents speaking Spanish to us, I communicated in English all the time. My dad would get mad and be like, ¿qué no hablan español? ¿Por qué hablan siempre en inglés? No, 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 no.
Sí los regañamos. En casa se habla español.
You don't have to speak Spanish in order to be Latino. You don't have to speak Spanish in order to be Mexican. People say, it's like, oh, no hablan español, les avergüenza su cultura, no aprendieron, sus papás nunca les enseñaron. You know, there's a lot of reasons why people don't speak Spanish. Just the other day, I was talking to someone and they told us their parents got discriminated for having a Spanish accent. So when their kids were growing up,
That is true, that is true.
they never taught them Spanish. And that doesn't make them any less Mexican. It's just what it is. Working here at
Me too.
We're always talking about what it means to be Latino. Spanish is not even the defining factor of what makes us Latino, because there's Brazilian people who don't speak Spanish. There's
know.
indigenous people that don't speak Spanish. People should be encouraged to learn Spanish, but if for whatever reason you don't speak Spanish, doesn't mean that they're not in touch with their culture. It doesn't mean that they're not proud to be who they are. Everybody wants Latinos to fit in this neat little box and say we are all the same, and that's really not the case. Latinos are super broad, we're super diverse, we're all beautiful, and we love ourselves, we love our culture, and I feel like that's important to keep showing.
El mundo no es lo que veía desde la ventana de mi cuarto. En el verano del 78 vi una nube que crecía y mi infancia que se iba. Fui de Managua hasta Tijuana, buscando al norte una esperanza. Llegué a la tierra prometida, aprendí otro idioma, comencé otra vida. Crecí en las sombras del silencio, fui un ilegal con miedo, sin papeles y sin dirección. Desde los 15 años soy el extranjero, no soy de aquí ni soy de allá. Entre mi gente soy la voz que vive lejos, pero jamás voy a olvidar esos amaneceres bellos de Somoto, los juegos en la calle real, mi primera novia y mi identidad. Marcado por 3 franjas, son 2 azules y una blanca. Por donde voy llevo mi patria, viva donde viva, yo me siento en casa. Hoy tengo un hijo y no quisiera verlo.
No hay mal que por bien no venga.
Nadie sabe lo que tiene hasta que lo pierde.
Camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente.
Sí.
Caras vemos, corazones no sabemos.
El que con lobos anda a aular se aprende.
El que es buen gallo, donde quiere canta.
Dios aprieta pero no ahorca.
Cabeza grande, talento chico.
Ignorante y burro, todo es uno.
El flojo y el mezquino recorren el mismo camino.
A quien se aventura, Dios le ayuda.
Todos hablan de dejar un planeta mejor para nuestros hijos, pero ¿por qué nadie intenta dejar mejores hijos para nuestro planeta?
Si quieres actuar como un león, no actúes como un ratón.
Aprende del ayer, vive el hoy y espera el mañana.
La vida es tan corta y el oficio de vivir tan difícil que cuando uno empieza a aprenderlo ya hay que morirse.
En boca cerrada no estén moscas.
Las apariencias engañan.
Burrito.
You're just making me look like an idiot right now.
I cannot roll my R's.
I can do it without the words.
I don't know, I sound like a little chihuahua.
You're supposed to put your tongue underneath.
It's so weird without a word. Can you give me a word?
Amarrar. Got it. I did it.
Go let it out. No, I can't do that one.
Barrio? Barrio. Barrio. See, I didn't get it that time.
Caro, if Caro is in here, I say Caro.
Oh, this is easy. Churro.
Churro?
Right? Churro?
Churro.
Churro? I sound like I was saying churro.
Guerra. 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 Guerra.
Sometimes we just keep talking to our friends, but there's other people out there that need to hear our voices. So we've got to get out there and get as many megaphones as we can and tell them our personal stories. This fight for immigrant rights has been going on every 20 years, so they're for decades. But our numbers are so much bigger now. When you think of 70% of the American public or more supports the Dreamers, you're talking about 200 million people. Think about that kind of support that you have right now. And then we've got all of these devices that we have, like Facebook, Twitter, so we can inform people a lot better and motivate them. And I think that that's what's really going to bring us the capacity that we have to change. All of you that haven't registered to vote, do it now and do it for the DACA students. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for them. It's wonderful that we're marching, that we're protesting, but if people do not march to that ballot box, if we don't elect and campaign for people that are progressive to represent us, then nothing is going to change. The policies that Trump is trying to roll back or policies that he's enacting that are against the people are going to stay there. Always keep that in mind, and we have this chance in 2018. The only time that we lose is when we quit.
What exactly does a Hispanic look like? Do I need to look like Juan Valdez and sell Folgers in the TV commercial? Sift my fingers through Colombian coffee beans I picked myself, sitting on the back of my reliable mule Conchita next to a broke-down Chiva in an oversized sombrero for me to look Latino or like a Hispanic, as you say. And what is a Hispanic exactly? I could guess what you mean and assume that it's a low-priced gardening tool like the one buried in the shed behind your Victorian summer home, or that invisible harvesting instrument that picks all of your grapes for you and has to survive on slave wage plantations without unions, bathroom breaks, or vacation. Or maybe when you say a Hispanic, you mean your stand-in parent. That person who raises your kids for you when you're tired of being a mom. That mouthless set of infinite hands and knees that scrubs the crap from your toilets and throws away the leftover garbage when you forget to get rid of it. And I don't have a backyard or a lover on the side, or kids for that matter, so maybe I just haven't had the need yet. But I haven't come across a Hispanic thus far in my life. But I have met Latinos and Latinas. Proud of the vibrant patchwork quilt we've had to weave over centuries across an endless cemetery that cradles our past. A swollen dust underneath our souls, wherever we stand, that we nickname home, twisting roots at war, looking for nothing else but to be held. You know, held? Like a family grasping onto each other, because they've left behind everything and only have each other left. Arriving on Mars without a guidebook or a map, I have met Latinos who people think are Aboriginal in Patagonia, East Asian in Chile, West African in La República Dominicana, Scandinavian, Argentina, Native American in Colombia. I met Latinos who look like Juan Valdez and can't speak a word of Spanish. Others who look like Hillary Duff with a mother who looks like Hillary Clinton that are from Paraguay and teach Spanish grammar in Puerto Rico. Latinos who speak Quechua and nothing else. Dance cumbia like the horizon is on fire because of them. And now they're trying to burn tomorrow to the ground. I have met Latinos who cook like they're broken English moms and mispronounce their own last names. Colombians who don't know who Gabriel Garcia Marquez was. Dark-skinned Dominicans who hate Haitians because they remind them that they're African. Blue-eyed Cubans who spit poetry about revolucion and mean it. Living in Miami with two parents who lost their mansions in the 1950s to it. I don't tattoo my body because my veins are already too full with ink. Passion-rich pigments that can't help but pulse and flow. You want to know what I am? I am a Latino living in the United States. My name is 3 words that can't be abbreviated. Yeah, I want you to remember all 3. Yeah, I want you to say them like me. And yeah, remember both of those accent marks, baby. My name is Carlos Andres Gomez.
Ritu